Hello. My name is SJ. This is my YouTube channel, Moonstruck Journals. I'm just gonna address the elephant in the video, I guess. I used a bunch of lotion, and then I touched this mat, which is hiding my desk because my desk is so messy. But look, it looks like dirt stains or oil stains. That's so embarrassing. I swear it's just lotion. I'm gonna have to like collage over this mat, I guess, if I want to keep using it for videos. Okay, all right, we're gonna refocus. So my name is SJ. This is my YouTube channel. It's a baby YouTube channel, just started. Baby YouTube was just recently created, not that it's for babies. And as of right now, I just like sharing my journals on YouTube. My goal is to kind of like work up the courage to do journal with me videos. Not quite there yet, but we're close. And so I want to show you a journal that I actually finished earlier this year. This journal is a Hobonichi insert, actually. And so this is what they look like when you get them. Also, if you see these orange washi tape, that's just letting me know where the frame is, because I can't actually see my phone screen. So this is the Hobonichi insert. It typically goes with the Hobonichi Weeks planner. I was seeing if I have one beside me, but I do not. And they're designed to like slide in the back or in your wallet, and so they're pretty slim. So here's how thin this notebook is, and then here's what this notebook looks like, this finished notebook. So this one has nothing in it, and then this one I finished and like filled up. I love a chunky journal. I love a small chunky journal. Just for context, if you've never used Hobonichi, all of their products are Tomoe River paper, and so Tomoe River paper is known for being a very thin type of paper. However, it has a special coating on it, so it's great for people who are interested in pens like calligraphy, ink, fountain pens, because there's very little bleeding, if any. However, ghosting will always happen. So if you hate ghosting, this is not the paper for you. I actually love ghosting, and I've never had an issue with bleeding whatsoever. If you haven't had the pleasure of using Tomoe River paper, first of all, oh my goodness, there's a joy in your horizon. But also it works amazing with watercolor. I'm gonna jump to this one because I'll actually be able to show you. So here's the cover. I just decorated this with supplies I had around my office, so like vinyl tape. This is from like a poetry kit, random stickers, and then on the back, this is a cutout from a coloring book that I have, and then this, oh no, I just realized there's a dog hair that I taped down in the postcard. That's fine. We're just gonna pretend it's part of the image. This is a postcard for Camila de Ericos art. I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. I've only ever read her name. I've never actually like heard it pronounced, so I might be saying that incorrectly. And then I just cut it out and taped it on here. I love her artwork. She does like a pop culture, manga, surrealist art. It's really amazing. And then here you can see I actually watercolored on the pages. So there's watercolor ink and acrylic spray ink here. And I did this journal pretty quickly. I was working, this was February 14th to February 19th. I was actually working in a Moleskine extended at the time, and Moleskines are already pretty large, and then you get the extended version and they're even larger. And I really loved that notebook, but I just needed, first of all, I cheat on all my notebooks. I'm constantly jumping between them. But second, I just needed the satisfaction of completing a notebook. Like, I just needed it. That's so embarrassing. It shouldn't be about finishing them, but for me, it's like you finish one and then it's so exciting to start another one, and I just needed that. So I did it, and I'm not ashamed. Maybe I'm a little ashamed. I don't know. Okay, so now we get to the flip. So it's filled with all sorts of stuff. I have a lot of supplies in my office. This is actually a business card from an artist. Her name is, ooh, I don't want to mispronounce that. I think it's pronounced Kiara Tior. I had bought a enamel pin from her, and that card came with it, and I was like, that card is gorgeous. I don't necessarily remember where all of these supplies came from because I hoard supplies like constantly, and it's actually a goal this year to start utilizing my supplies. And so, but because of the hoarding, I don't always remember where they're from. A friend of mine, we worked together and we became kind of like work friends, and now we're real friends, which is amazing. But he gave me this sticker of Toni Morrison. I just loved it, so obviously I put it in my notebook. This is from an artist. It's either Eureka Art Studio or it's Bout Fam. I will look that up and find it because both of them are amazing and deserve all the internet appreciation that you could possibly throw their way. So really random supplies in here. It was really just about using things, washi, stickers, all of that fun stuff. And then I pre-watercolored all of the pages. The one thing that was interesting about the pre-watercolor is, so I used, sorry, I just read what I wrote. Okay, I was using a fountain pen, and the nib was like a medium nib, so that's already pretty thick. I feel like a lot of people in the fountain pen community prefer like really thin nibs. And so here was like the size of the writing, but then when I would write over a watercolored area, because that paper was saturated, and even though it was dry at the time, it wasn't wet, the ink like spread out more. So it definitely looks like a more thick nib than I actually used. You can see the difference like here on the red and then here where there's no watercolor. It wasn't a big deal to me at all. I actually like it. But if that type of stuff matters to you, that's just something to be aware of if you were interested in watercoloring the pages. You can kind of see it here again. Like we start really thin and then it's really thick. I journal for pleasure. I'm not, this isn't my career or anything like that, and so I'm not, I don't know necessarily all the terms and stuff. I feel like I know just enough to make it sound like I know what I'm talking about. And sometimes I'm fortunate enough to actually know what I'm talking about. But if I'm like not saying a word, or if there's a description for when this ink spreads out that way and you're shouting at your screen right now, I get it. I get it. I am a stream of conscious journaler, and I really don't go back and reread my journals. I just enjoy finishing them. I do go back and like look at them. I appreciate them as a aesthetic, as a visual piece, if you will. But the times that I've tried to reread my journals, you know, you're so different. Like you grow so much. I already feel different from who I was yesterday, you know, and so I just don't find it comforting to reread old journals. I find it more almost charming at best, embarrassing at worst, I guess. And so I also don't feel the urge to reread my journals, so I'm not gonna worry about it, but I feel like I should just put that out there. This is Camilla de Erico's card. Again, I could be saying her name wrong, but her stuff's amazing, like so good. Because I'm a stream of conscious journaler, there's not really much to say about a lot of these pages. These are just sticker flakes from an order. Whenever you see this kind of circle spray, that was a Dina Wakley acrylic spray. These were acrylic, or not acrylic, like a plastic die cut, and then there's no color on the background. They're completely clear. I like them. I like them in the journal page. The one problem I've run into though is that the ones that I haven't used, there's like a small pile of them. And because they're clear and so it's just the black lines like stacked on top of each other, I can't tell what they are unless I go through every single one individually. So I don't use them that often because they're not convenient. And I'm definitely a lazy journaler. Journaler. I'm starting to think this is Eureka Art Studio and not Balfan. Yeah, I think it is Eureka Art Studio. Their art styles are different. I'm not saying that they're similar by any means because they're certainly not. I just have a terrible memory. So if you're familiar with both of those artists and you're like, what is her problem? They're not even interchangeable. Agreed. Completely agreed. I just have a really bad memory, and I know those are two artists I'm completely obsessed with, so it's got to be one of the two. This is the last page. I had placed an order with Galen Leather, or it looks like second to last page. I placed an order with Galen Leather, and it came with this evil eye charm, which is just so beautiful, but I was worried about it like breaking or hitting it on things. So I stapled it into this journal, especially because I knew I was about to finish this journal, so it could just be archived with it. And then there's just a couple of quotes throughout. Here's a Sappho quote. Yeah, and so this little image is actually part of the Camilla D'Erico postcard. And this journal, it only took 5 days, but again, I just needed that serotonin boost, right, from finishing a journal. And just to let you know, I believe these inserts only come in pack of 3s. And I covered the other 2 completely because this one is actually the most appealing color in my opinion. The other one's like a brown, and then there's like a dark red or something. They're not ugly. They're just not what I prefer. So I definitely fully covered the journal. All right, I think that's all I have to say about this journal. I will say I'm getting ready to actually flip a couple more, or excuse me, to film a couple more journal flip throughs. So if you're interested in seeing more of my journals, I hope you'll consider subscribing. I'm new here to YouTube. I'm definitely, I almost said I'm new here to YouTube. Anyways, I'm new here to YouTube. I have been an appreciative member of the journaling community for years. Huge admirer, and I just decided like, hey, it's time to knuck up and participate. So this is my attempt to do so. I didn't think one of my debut videos would have lotion stains everywhere. Oh, look, ew. I swear my hands are dirty. Okay, all right, I'm gonna fix that before the next video. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, great evening, great morning, whenever you're watching this. I just hope you're having a great time. Thank you, and I'll see you at the next video.